Good morning. This is Henrik. We are Saturday, November 4th, 2017. This essay will be dedicated to all those that love and respect Mother Nature. This essay will be dedicated to the true white sister and the true white brother who live down under, and to the native, natural Maori tribes that dwell in Australia and in New Zealand. And in particular, this essay will be dedicated to the memory and to the living spirit of the once great native, natural, American Indian nation. Once upon a time, upon this blessed planet we call Earth, that is the home to each one of us, not long ago, when the great herds of noble buffaloes grazed in the prairies and wild mustangs ran swiftly and free, the very big and powerful chief in Washington let our ancestors know, and I say our ancestors, since my spirit dwelled among the great spirits, Native American spirits, as a spirit descended from the native Polynesian inhabitants of Tahiti, Moorea, and Bora Bora. So he let our ancestors know that he wished to buy our lands. The big chief sent us words of friendship and goodwill. We appreciated his kindness because we knew how little in exchange was important to him, our friendship in return. So we considered his offer because we knew that if we failed to do so, the white man would come with his weapons of fire anyway, and he would rob us of our lands. So these were the words of our tribe's great chief back then, in those days, in response to the big chief in Washington. How will you be able to buy or sell the sky, or the heat of the earth, or the rising of the sun? This idea appears very strange to us. We are masters neither of the freshness of the air, nor the sparkling of the water. How could you possibly buy them from us? The wisdom of the native, natural, American Indian nation will decide what to do at the appropriate time. But you must know that this land is very special to my people. Each particle of the earth is sacred to my people. Each resplendent leaf, each sandy beach, each fog in the darkened woods, each clearing with its trees and brooks and rays of sun, and each insect with its humming sound are sacred in the memory and in the experience of my people. The sap which flows in the trees bears a souvenir of the Redskins, the natural native American human beings you refer to as Indians. The white man's dead forget their native land when they go restlessly wandering amidst the stars. Our dead never forget this beautiful land, because she is the mother of the red-skinned man. We are part of the earth, and the earth is part of us. That is why when the big chief in Washington lets us know that he wants to buy our lands, he is asking a lot. The big chief lets us know that he will reserve us a place, a reservation, so we may live there comfortably between ourselves. He will be our father, and we will be his children. That is why we are considering his offer to buy our lands. But it won't be easy, because these lands are sacred to us. The sparkling water which flows in the rivers and streams is not just water, but the blood and beauty and courage of our ancestors. So, if we sell you these lands, you will have to remember that they are sacred, and you will have to teach this to your children as well. Each ghostly reflect in the clear waters of lakes tells of the events and souvenirs of our people. The murmur of the water is the voice of my mother's father. We know that the white man does not understand our way of being. Little does the white man care about one piece of land or another, because he is but a stranger who comes in the night to extract from the earth what he needs. The earth is not his sister, it is his enemy, and when he conquers it, he rapes it and abandons it and continues on his way, leaving behind him the graves of his parents, and he cares little about this. He forgets the tomb of his father and the rights of his children. He treats his mother, the earth, and his father, the sky, as if they were things one can buy, plunder, slaughter, and sell, as if they were sheep or glassware. The white man's insatiable appetite will devour the earth and will leave nothing behind him but a desert. I do not understand that. Our way of being is so different from theirs. The sight of their cities hurts the eyes of the red-skinned man. But maybe it is so because the red-skinned man is, in their own words, a savage. If indeed we are savages, we do not understand why there is no tranquil place in the white man's cities. No place where we can listen to the unfolding of leaves and flowers in the springtime, nor the rustling of the wings of a bird or of an insect. The noise of the white man's cities seems to insult the human ears. And so what sort of life is it then when man is not able to listen to the solitary cry of a falcon or the nocturnal discussion of frogs around a lagoon? We Indians prefer the soft sound of the wind which caresses the face of the lake, or the scent of that same wind purified by noontime rain or perfumed by the fragrance of pine trees. The air is something very precious for the red-skinned man, because all things share the same breath of life, the animal, the tree, and man. The white man seems not to smell the air he breathes. Such as a man, agonizing for days, will soon become insensitive to the stench about him. And if we sell you our lands, you will have to remember that the air is precious to us all, that the air shares its spirit with all the life it nourishes. And if we sell you our lands, you will have to leave them intact and preserve their sacred character as a place where even the white man will be able to come to appreciate the wind softened by the prairie flowers. We will consider your offer to buy our lands, but if we decide to accept it, I will set the condition that the white man treat the animals of this earth as his brothers and sisters. I am a savage, and I do not understand any other way of behaving that with respect to all animals, all human beings, and all of nature. I have seen, however, thousands of buffaloes left to rot in the fields, abandoned there by the white man who had shot them from a train in motion just for the sport of it. I am a savage, and I do not understand how the smoking steam horse, that train, can be more important than the buffalo, the living buffalo, whom we kill only to be able to eat and live on from its flesh. What is man without the animals? I ask you. If all the animals were to disappear, man would die in a great solitude of his spirit, because all that happens now to the animals, tomorrow will also happen to man. All things are connected between each other, and there is one thing that we know. The earth does not belong to man. It is man that belongs to the earth. This earth is precious for him to live. To damage it means to show contempt for its creator and for all of its life. The time of the white man, believe it or not, will also come to pass, perhaps even before that of other nations and tribes upon this continent. If you contaminate your bed, you shall die one day suffocated in your own garbage. But even at your last hour, you may feel enlightened by the thought that God, the great spirit of all life, brought you to this earth and placed it and all of his creatures under your authority, including the red-skinned man with a special mission. Such a destiny remains a mystery for us, because we do not understand what will happen when the buffaloes will be exterminated, when the wild horses will have been tamed, and when the most secret corners of the woods will reek of the odor of a multitude of men, and when the view upon the green hills will be closed by a swarm of barbed wire. Where is the thick forest? It has disappeared. Where is the eagle? It has disappeared. Where is freedom? It has vanished. Where is beauty? It is gone. Where is respect? It is no longer. Thus ends life and begins survival. The long life of the Indian nation came to an end with the arrival of the white man, but now even our survival is coming to an end. Such is our destiny. The Great Spirit which gave us birth now brings us death. The eagle has flown, but the eagle must land again and turn his wings in. We fought the white man and we lost. We made agreements with the white man hundreds of treaties. They were all breached, and we were all betrayed. Alas, my heart weeps when I think one day will come, maybe, when all memory of the natural, native, American Indian way of life will have vanished from the earth, because a white man does not respect our history or his own, and knows little of our culture or his own. Even though he robbed us of our lands, that he offended our pride, that he violated all things we treasure, the white man keeps on despising us, ignoring us, and making fun of us. Not only is the once great American, native, natural Indian nation dead, but the very survival of its way of life is doomed to vanish soon, when even the redskin man himself will have forgotten all about his ancestry, the noble spirit of his people, and his natural desire to be first a native natural human being known to you as an Indian, and then only a modern-day American, alas all too often nature estranged, disconnected from Mother Nature, and therefore of his own human nature. There is a tribe that lives deep inside the Grand Canyon, close to the Havasupai Falls. Their spirit, alas, no longer shines with the light of the Great Spirit, Wakantanka. They are blind to the present because they have turned their backs on their past and their future. In the present, they live like spineless specters, lost ghosts, drunk and dulled out of their minds, resigned to let time decimate them. They've lost their courage. I understand, but I pity them. Whenever we, native, natural American Indians, make claims, or have made claims about our lands, we were told that we did not own the mineral rights, nor anything, nor have control over the water in the rivers that crossed our lands, nor on the black oil which bears the spirit of organic matter, precious energy stored thanks to a process that took millions of years. The Havasupai, like many other of our once worthy tribes, just gave up, became lazy, got drunk, got stoned, and got lost. They lost their spirit. They spent their life watching television, eating potato chips, and drinking Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, waiting for the day when the Great Spirit will once again guide them back to their ancestral lands, which now no longer lay upon this earth, but beyond the sun. The tribes are slowly dying and coming to an end. But still, we must give thanks for every day. I and the other elders try to feed my tribe with living memories of the Great Spirit that once animated the glorious native, natural American Indian nation. Perhaps one day, if we survive, we can teach you about our ways, so you too will remember and can tell other white men and white women, so they may choose to become our true white brothers and our true white sisters. Truly brothers and sisters to all other brothers and sisters of all colors and of all nations. May you soar high as eagles and travel into, through, and beyond all the stars of this universe. And especially, may you reconnect your human nature to Mother Nature. May the spirit of life, may the soul of love always bless you and accompany you in your travels as you evolve along the axis of eternity and the axis of infinity. Saturday, November 4th, 2017. Henrik. Sharing feelings and thoughts with you upon this beautiful planet, which is our home, and which is our mother, and we call Earth. Let the spirit rise in all of us now. The spirit of love, the spirit of friendship, spirit of beauty, spirit of understanding, the spirit of respect for one another. And let us honor the great spirit of life and all those that live upon this beautiful planet. And let us protect nature. Let us reconnect with it. It is time.